A big reason that you may have bought this course was the ability to connect with other people, something that you may have struggled with because of anxiety, overthinking, questioning, do they like me, overthinking this, sabotaging. And we're all searching for connection, all of us. We are looking for that connection. And especially if you're looking for a decent relationship, or maybe not, you just want to have good connection with yourself, go out, socialize, and you don't want that anxiety, you don't want to be blocking that. This is a really important video, and this is a really important part of the course, so enjoy. So how does shame affect our ability to get connection with others? We are all wired to search for a connection with others. We are all looking to be understood and recognized. Our brains are wired with a need to connect. A baby needs this connection. And like I said in previous videos on this course, we are answering the question, am I valuable? Am I lovable? Do I have value? Am I likable? When you see me, do your eyes light up? Do you actually appreciate me? Do you want to desire me? And then what happens is shame becomes the result, or is the result of not being able to connect. The result is that baby, your child, the child version of you, whatever, couldn't get that connection, that real connection, that authentic connection, not the fake connection, not by getting bought gifts or, being the superficial connection where it's fake. This is due to a time we needed connection as a child and we didn't get our needs met. Our parents were too busy, not present, unable to. Conditional love, like I said. The child then is narcissistic. It blames itself, and the conclusion it comes to is, I'm not good enough. If I don't get the love from the people that brought me to this planet, therefore I'm not good enough. So the child then concludes, like I said, that I can't ever be authentic. I can't ever be myself. I can't ever be this real version of me. I need to do something else. I need to find another strategy because I don't want to get hurt again. And then this will bleed into adulthood. We'll settle for pseudo connection, promiscuity, porn, barroom intimacy, addictions, distractions. We are looking for ways around this. We are looking for ways to get connection without the risk of being hurt. We think, I don't want to put my authentic self out there because that authentic self is just too dangerous to get it hurt. Let's just take a different strategy. Let's do it without the risk. Porn is a very, very interesting topic because that offers a lot of this fake intimacy, this fake connection. And that's why it's so difficult for people to be real with shame. They're very scared of being exposed. They're scared of putting that vulnerable side up. But I also talk about the parts that protect that. There's parts of you that will not want that to happen. So that's why you have these protector parts. We'll talk about it in another video. So we all have these conflicting desire. We have this conflicting desire. There's a part of us that's looking for connection, but it's scared to show the only part of us that will create real connection. The brain is constantly looking for feelings of connection without the risk of being hurt. Society and culture offers many opportunities for fake connection. We now have dating apps. It's so easy just to meet up with people. Fake connection on the surface to the limbic brain. Fake intimacy seems to be satisfying, but it never really satisfies at a deep level. It just doesn't do it. It's like that song by Rolling Stones, I can get no do. It just never ends. It never quite satisfies. It never does the job, and you're always looking for more. So on a deep level, you just don't get that satisfaction. And fake intimacy is what we're talking about here. It just doesn't fulfill. That authentic self isn't getting the connection it needs, and it just constantly leaves you thirsty. And then to move on from that, I was thinking about, I could just change the title of this course to How to Quit Porn Addiction, because the fastest growing addiction is internet porn, because it gives you that fake love. It gives you those crumbs of love. It gives you that fake intimacy at a very easy rate, so easily accessible. Everyone can get it anytime. And it's worrying, it's worrying to see how young children are, like 11-year-olds now, getting addicted to porn. Also, a one-night stand, that feeling of a relationship, but without an actual relationship. It gives you, without the mess of actually getting into a relationship, without the risk, without the responsibility, without the vulnerability, because it's just too scary. So a one-night stand will offer that. It will offer that fake superficial love. And then obviously social media. I don't need to go into much detail here. Superficial connection, texting, likes, dopamine. It's all this facade that you're getting this connection with people. You're getting to feel like you actually know people. They put on a front. This is my life. Look at my Instagram story. And then they get likes, and people think they know them, but they don't. They never put their vulnerabilities out because they're scared. They're afraid to be vulnerable. And I've put in here the loneliest generation. And I'll just finish on this quote by Rachel Worsman. All of this I've got from a YouTube talk by a guy called Tim Fletcher. He has an amazing YouTube channel. And this will talk about the connection side, but what this does, if you don't get connection, you'll experience this because you're scared to put your real self out there. So you never get these real connections. You never make real friends. You'll get lonely because you're just getting crumbs of love. And this quote really explains it very well. So let me just go into that. The human brain uses naturally occurring opioids to maintain a balance among important brain circuits that shape social thinking and behavior, making certain experiences like deep social connections feel good. These compound, the most commonly known of which are endorphins, have a similar chemical structure to morphine, heroin, and oxycodone. A lack of strong social connection disrupts the balance among the brain circuits that use these feel-good chemicals produced in close relationships. So it's tricking the brain. It's almost like a heat-seeking missile. These drugs, especially, is like a heat-seeking missile to that part of the brain that gives all that reward, but you don't need to be social. So you just get addicted to that, and then you don't socialize. You isolate, and it can create extreme loneliness. Okay, I won't go into that just yet, but this is the point, and this is why it's so effective to get into these parts and start understanding why they're protecting you, because you don't want to feel that vulnerability again, just in case. And like I said, in this course, we're going to go into how to overcome this. We're going to get into this. I'm just laying the groundwork at the moment. So that's the end of the video. Move on to the next video.